Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hello YouTube and welcome back to a brand new video, and today I am going to be doing a recap and review for The Last of Us Season 2 Episode 6. As always, spoiler warnings ahead, but I want to do this one a little bit differently. I want to start doing a more generalized approach to my recaps instead of a more nitty-gritty detailed. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether you want me to kind of go back to being more detailed with it or do a generalization. So the entire episode was a flashback episode. We kind of got a teaser that a bit at the end of the last one where she basically had a memory of Joel as the very last scene of the last episode. So this was a flashback episode. It starts off with Joel talking to his dad, and his dad says, "Hey, make sure if you do have kids, you're a little bit better than me." Then Joel later on in another flashback celebrates Ellie's, I think, 15th birthday, where he takes her to go see a dinosaur statue at a museum where there was also a spaceship, and he was able to get her to go inside of it, where he gave her a little tape. She had gotten a helmet and basically pretended like she was in space. Then we get into another flashback where she's 17 and he's gonna go celebrate her birthday, and basically finds out that she likes girls because he sees her with one, and she was trying to get a tattoo on her wrist that we now see earlier in season, like basically in episode 1 of season 2, we see that she had the tattoo, so like fully finished. So basically, then they have almost a bit of a fallout, but she says that she wants to live in a garage. He says, okay. He doesn't want to do it at first, but then he says, yeah, maybe you need your own space. Then in the next scene, it's 2 years later, is she turns 19 and he takes her out on her first patrol where he basically kills Eugene, the therapist, the town therapist's husband, which basically, she told him that she hated him for that. And we see why he did it because Eugene was infected, but he wanted to see her, his wife, as a final request, but Joel didn't honor that and killed him or whatever, and Ellie lets her know that. So, and she basically, when she told Gail, the therapist, that truth, she kind of saw in Joel's eyes, like he had the same look that he did when she asked him about what happened in St. Louis or whatever. So she basically kind of figured, okay, yeah, he must be lying about that. So then we then go into the next scene, which is the New Year's Eve, New Year's Day party, where where Joel pushes Seth, and she says, "Oh, I don't need your help." So then they have that scene straight out the game where they talk, and he admits to everything about St. Louis and how he saved her and how she was a cure and all this stuff like that, and that she doesn't know if she can forgive him, but that she will try to, Also, the spaceship scene and all that was out strictly from the game also. So after all that, I think it was a very powerful episode, man. I think it stopped the momentum just a bit, but I think it was also kind of cool. It gave us a little bit of like a leeway because the last couple episodes haven't been dull, but it's just been kind of like slow burn. So this one was kind of just something to be like, oh, hey, you want to see more of Joel? You want to see more Ellie together? Here you go. I still think it fits because she would be thinking about that most likely after she dealt with that one chick. And the episode ends with her actually going back to the theater after killing the chick, or the chick dying at the end of the last episode. So there you go. That's the recap. And I think the episode gets a 9 out of 10. I think it was very cool to see all the flashbacks, to see everything as powerful as it was. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next week. So if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.